The final 2-week stretch of the 2023 regular season, and we are underway week 17 here on this New Year's Eve. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. You look at this Niner defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
They've established themselves pretty well throughout this season. But, boy, what a competitive group of people. They do not like that ranking they have now because they think that they're better and they're out to prove it again in this game.
Line of scrimmage to 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's 2nd down. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher, and that's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. That's going to be taken in by Felton. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a handoff up the middle. Felton, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing is Hurts. They'll roll him out right. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Devontae Parker, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Throwing the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
No jump, ready?
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And he's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Here we go.
From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd down and 6. Open man, here's Schwartz, complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 42. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. 20, down to the 10, 5, touchdown, 49ers. Isaiah Pacheco with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Hurts. He'll drop this one off to Swift. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try and run here with Swift. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That one caught by Felton. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Up the middle they go. Felton, and he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Felton. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
No, touch that.
And running the jet sweep here to Parker. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Hurts trying to hurry up the offense. Swift is in. Touchdown, Commanders. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. Stays on his feet. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Clock running as Washington will try and hurry up. Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
Here we go. Hey, Cam.
Off play action. Fields. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Here's Pacheco headed right. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Fields now to throw. Throw caught by Raymond. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st down, it's Fields. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Trey McBride from 21 yards away. And the Niners are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with a one-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And how about this? Fourth and long, and they're going to go for it. They snap it to Fields. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Commanders come through with a fourth down stand. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? They'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Here's Pacheco once again. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
Second down and 6 now. A give right side for Pacheco. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On third down, it's Pacheco. 87 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ballgame. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the gun, here's Abanikanda. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A handoff now for Pacheco. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schwartz. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll run here with Pacheco. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A line of scrimmage once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Once more, it's Pacheco. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
About a half-yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Here's Fields on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the 49ers have taken a 4th quarter lead. All right, now what can the Niners do as they face a big 2-point conversion here? They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
King, Phil King, Phil King.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
That's good for a Washington.
Play action. Here's Hurts. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. Devontae Parker, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
The receivers have been running them ragged, maybe some tired legs in the secondary, maybe some tired legs in the pass rush. Didn't get to it, and look what resulted. A touchdown, tie game. They've got a chance to take the lead.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Got an open man, it's Schwartz. There he goes, left side. He may go. Touchdown, 49ers. Anthony Schwartz, 68 yards. And the 49ers strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long.
Hey, 73, 73.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is caught by Parker. And he is going to have a Commander's 1st down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allow him to convert on 4th and long. Up the middle they go. Felton. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Here comes 2nd down at 5. Back to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. He's back to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Here comes second down.
Hey, easy, 63, 63, bang.
Now a handoff up the middle. Felton. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Got an open man. It's Pringle. And this is going to wind up working out just fine, as he'll have a Washington first down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th. Up the middle they go. Felton. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Here we go. 1st and goal. Back to throw. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1. It's tempting to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd. Carry it into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
That's caught. And he's going to get in for the 2 points. It was an incredibly gutsy call, but they've taken the lead by a point late in the game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. All eyes on Fields. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And one last throw here for Fields. A complete once again to Watson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now, it was a long shot, but they did get one final chance to try to score and overcome this small deficit. No touchdown, though, Charles. And that brings this one to a close.
Yeah, I think hope